There's a quote by Cus D'Amato, Mike Tyson's trainer, at one point. He said, "The hero and the coward both feel the same thing. But the hero uses his fear, projects it onto his opponent, while the coward runs." It's the same thing, fear, but it's what you do with it that matters. In other words, it's not that some of us can skip fear altogether, remove it, eliminate it. No, we all at some point or another find ourselves standing face to face with fear. The question is, what do you do in that moment when it's your turn? I've always said fear doesn't get easier. It doesn't hurt less. But it's not supposed to. You can't change what fear is, but you can change what it does for you, how it impacts your life. Your life is determined by the relationship you build with that four-letter word. When does reality shift? It shifts when your hands tremble, when your palms sweat, when there's that feeling of uneasiness in your stomach, when the easiest thing in the world to do is walk away, but you carry on anyway. There's a rewiring that occurs. When that same trigger that historically tells you to run ultimately becomes your invitation to accept something greater, to become something more. And it's funny how that works, that same feeling, the same idea that acts as a stop sign for most people, most of the world, is different for you. It becomes your reason to elevate life to something meaningful. The same reason you're able to overcome limitation and make happiness a priority. It's that you learned no complex formula or secret code, but simply understood that the scary thing is most often the right thing. There's a saying, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Not a one-time permanent decision, but every day crossing that barrier that separates comfort and opportunity. Standing in that doorway of what is and what can be. Robin Sharma says, being scared is part of being alive, so accept it, walk through it. In essence, to avoid fear is to skip what makes life worth living. The peak experiences that we remember, that's the fork in the road we face. The predicament we are presented with. The comfortable, unremarkable existence where the road spawned from curiosity, the journey of a lifetime. And so next time we find ourselves in that moment, let us remember that pain is temporary, but turning around and walking away is forever. Let us remember that tomorrow is what we make it, and the cost of admission starts now. Let us remember that the obstacle in front of us is not easy, but it wasn't intended to be. And that's precisely the reason we must walk through.